Tommy V in Michigan. He was on fire this morning.
Okay, thank you, Tommy V in Michigan. Yes, sir. If you share my prayers.
Tommy V's on. Yeah, we'll jump over there.
Tommy V doing great stuff over there.
Good morning, Detective.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Hopefully it's not too busy of a day for you.
It's been it was an interesting night with the festival that was taking place here, so we're just kind of cleaning up from there.
I understand. Well, let's we just have the square two on Edwards, right?
That's correct.
All right, perfect. Let's get you out of here then. Now calling prosecutor order number 24-18098, the people versus Keon, Marcel, Edwards. This is the date and time set for a swear to. Detective, can I have you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You're under oath. Please state your full name for the record, and you may proceed when you're ready.
Detective Patrick Laskaska, this is referencing Oak Park case 24-6885. On June 15th, several Oak Park officers were working a detail at a fair taking place in the municipal parking lot near the Oak Park Library and Oak Park High School. It's noted there were several large disturbances that took place throughout the day and night. At approximately 7:25 p.m., officers observed a fight taking place in the Oak Park High School parking lot with a large crowd conveying around it. Officers moved to disperse the crowd and observed two subjects on the ground still fighting. One subject was identified as Keon Edwards. During the fight, officers Ward, Murphy, Stanson, Cox, and John Dean were attempting to separate, then take Edwards and the other subject into custody. By doing so, several commands were given to Edwards to comply, which he disregarded and openly made threats to spit on people. After the threat, Edwards, with blood in his mouth, turned his head and spit directly towards the other subject and Officer Ward. Officer Ward was hit with the bloody saliva on his arm. I'm asking you to sign the warrant for one count, police officer assaulting, restricting, resisting, and obstructing.
All right, the court finds that probable cause has been established related to the submitted charge. I am signing the complaint and authorizing the warrant. Is there anything else you'd like to know regarding bond?
Yes, I know his criminal history. It doesn't list a whole lot on there. He is a suspect in a intimidation threats where he's possibly trying to extort somebody. That case is still being investigated by Detective McFarland, and he has in the past, dating back to his juvenile thing, he's been arrested for threats of violence towards a school, and also for assault.
Okay. All right. I will make a note of that. Just so I'm clear, the fight was between Mr. Edwards and Justin Ward, right? The one that was being broken up?
Yeah, Justin Ward is the officer. So,
or I'm sorry, that's Officer Ward. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yep. The other subject's last name was Davis that he was in the fight with, which is it's listed in the police report.
Darian Davis. Got it. Okay. Got it. Yep.
That's correct. He was a juvenile and was turned over to his mother last night.
Okay. Yeah, I was just asking because I'm going to put a no contact order just with him. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you, Detective. Looks like our attorney just finished talking with Mr. Edwards. So we're going to do the arraignment now. If you want to stick around, awesome. If not, you're all set.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Take care.
Yep.
Now calling prosecutor order number 24-18098, the people versus Keon, Marcel, Edwards. This is the date and time set for arraignment. Counsel, your appearance.
Yes, Janet Bond appearing on behalf of Mr. Edwards, Your Honor. We'd waive the reading, stand mute. He is requesting a court-appointed attorney.
All right, the court will waive formal reading and enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Edwards. Mr. Edwards, I did receive the request for court-appointed attorney form that you filled out and submitted. Based on your representations, yes. I do find that you are indigent, so I will appoint an attorney for you moving forward, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Counsel, this relates to bond. What would you like to state on behalf of Mr. Edwards?
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, Detroit is his mother's address, but he's currently staying with his grandmother and helping her. That address is, and that's where this is where he'd like his mail to go, is one. We do not have a zip code.
Okay, that's all right.
He's 18 years old, no prior felonies or misdemeanors. He's employed at Little Caesars part-time. He did have one juvenile case that he was on probation for.
All right. When, Mr. Edwards, did you complete probation on the juvenile matter?
Yes, I did.
Well, I will note I just conducted the swear to on this matter a few minutes ago. This is an assaultive allegation, specifically resisting obstructing a police officer. So given the nature and severity of the offense, I do not believe that a personal bond is warranted. What I'm going to do is order bond in the amount of $3,000 cash or surety, and I will allow a 10% provision. So, Mr. Edwards, you're going to have to post $300 cash to get out. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
All right. I'm also ordering the following conditions of bond. You're to have no contact with Darian Edwards. You will personally appear for any and all future court proceedings. You will not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You will immediately notify the court in writing of any change to your address or telephone number. You shall not possess any firearms or other dangerous weapons. I am placing you under pretrial services supervision, which means if you post bond within 24 hours of your release, you have to contact pretrial services. Their phone number will be listed on the bond form that you received later this morning. All right. Lastly, no new criminal offenses or activity.
Okay.
So, Mr. Edwards, do you understand the terms and conditions of your bond?
Yes, I understand.
Do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
All right. Just so you're aware, your next court date is currently scheduled for June 24th at 9 a.m. and that'll be at the 45th District Court in Oak Park.
Okay. Wait, you said said it's in person?
I don't know if it's in person or if it's going to be via Zoom. So I'd recommend sometime tomorrow or Tuesday, call the 45th District Court and find out. Okay.
Okay. You said June 24th?
June 24th. Yep, at 9 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome,
All right,
Mr. Edwards.
good
That's
luck,
all
sir.
for today. I wish you the best of luck.
All right, thank you. Come on.
Mr. Edwards out here. You got $300.
No, not me. I got my call.
Okay, I'm going to West Bloomfield.
All right. Who was the last person you were speaking with?
Tyler Stanley. Stanley Tyler. Wait a minute.
Tyler Stanley. Got it. Okay. Let's bring them in.
Do I hit this button?
Nope, you're okay. Give me 1 second here.
Okay.
Now calling case number 22-002358, the people versus Tyler Storm Stanley. This is the date and time set for arraignment. Counsel, your appearance.
Janet Smond appearing on behalf of Mr. Stanley. I would waive the reading standing to enter a not guilty plea. He is requesting a court-appointed attorney.
All right, the court will waive formal reading and answer plea of not guilty on behalf of Mr. Stanley. Sir, I did receive the request for court-appointed attorney form that you filled out and submitted. Based on your representations, I do find that you are indigent, so I will appoint an attorney for you moving forward, okay?
Okay.
All right, counsel, as it relates to bond, what would you like to state on behalf of Mr. Stanley?
Yes, Your Honor, as the pretrial services report indicates, he's 32 years old. He lives with his father on Nardeer Street in Novi. He's been there many years. He is employed making $17 an hour. He was unaware that there was a warrant in this case, Your Honor. He wants to take care of it. He does have some priors all in the past, nothing outstanding, nothing current, and we would ask the court to adopt the recommendation of release on a personal bond.
All right. Well, I have reviewed the pretrial services report that was submitted regarding Mr. Stanley. It looks like he does have 11 prior convictions. And it does look like there's, other than this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outstanding bench warrants, 2 of which are violation of probation warrants out of the 16th District Court.
Was not aware of that, Your Honor.
That's okay. Yeah, that's not listed on the page of the pretrial report. That's just on the criminal history section. So I will note, looks like this warrant was issued after Mr. Stanley failed to appear for his arraignment and show cause hearing on October 20th of 2020. Judge Law is the judge of record, and he set bond in the amount of $2,500 cash or surety with a 10% provision. I'm typically inclined to follow the judge of record's bond unless circumstances warrant deviating from that bond. But in this case, given the outstanding warrants, I am going to follow Judge Law's previous bond. Order bond in the amount of $2,500 cash or surety. I will allow a 10% provision. I'm also going to order the following conditions. You will personally appear for any and all future court proceedings. You will not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You will immediately notify the court in writing of any change to your address or telephone number. You shall refrain from using any alcohol, any form of THC, marijuana, illegal drugs, or abusing any legally prescribed medication. You will submit to random testing, which will include 1 ETG per week, as well as 1 controlled substance urinalysis test per month. I am going to place you under the supervision of the 52-1 District Court's Bond Compliance Division, which means if you post bond, you must contact the 52-1 District Court here in Novi within 24 hours of your release and get signed up with their Bond Compliance Division. Lastly, no new criminal offenses or activity. So, Mr. Stanley, do you understand the terms and conditions of your bond?
Yeah, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions?
So my bond's 250 because it's 10% of 2,500. If I post that bond, I'll be released.
So that will take care of this matter, but obviously, like I said, you do have a couple other outstanding bench warrants, and I don't know if you'll be held on those or if you'll be released. Those aren't before me. So those are in different, it looks like they're all out of the 16th District Court.
If I don't post the bond, how long will I stay here in jail?
If you remain in custody, your next hearing will probably be expedited a little bit to sometime either this week or early next week. I don't know exactly, but it's ultimately going to be, dictated by whether you're held on the other warrants.
Okay. All right.
Have your dad post the bond,
Have them post the bond.
and then they'll contact the 16th District Court to see if they want to pick you up
Okay.
and take you over there.
All right. Well, either way, I'm not going to be making it to work tomorrow, so I'll probably lose that job, right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's possible. Maybe your dad could call them.
He's stage 4 lung cancer. I'm the one that takes care of him. He's got congestive heart failure and everything else, so he's be able to do all that. It's him and my.
Mr. Stanley, hopefully you can get this taken care of and put behind you. And I wish you the best of luck.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Now calling case number 23-006448, the People versus Joseph Laverne Andrasik. This is the date and time set for arraignment. Counsel, your appearance.
Yes, Janet's bond appearing on behalf of Mr. Andrasik, Your Honor. I'd waive the reading, stand mute, ask the court to enter a not guilty plea and recall the warrant.
All right. The court will waive formal reading, enter plea of not guilty on behalf of the defendant. I will recall the bench warrant. Looks like this was failure to appear for a show cause hearing before Judge Asadorian in the 52-3 District Court. Looks like on March 19th of 2024, Mr. Andrasik failed to appear and bond was set in the amount of $1,390. Looks like there were a few other fees that were assessed as well. Mr. Andrasik, do you have any other pending criminal matters right now in any other court?
No, sir.
All right. Well, Judge Asadorian previously ordered bond in the amount of $1,390, cash or surety. That was without a 10% provision. Because there does not appear to be any other outstanding bench warrants or pending criminal matters, I'm going to follow that bond, but I will allow a 10% provision. So it'll be $1,390 cash or surety or 10%. I'm also going to order the following. Yes.
I don't have anybody that I could call to get that 10%. I mean, if I get out of here, I could be at the courthouse tomorrow morning with the money.
Yeah, Your Honor, he indicates he has the money. He just does not have his debit card or credit card on him. There's also a change in address. He was unaware that there was a warrant, but he says he can take care of this immediately if released on a personal bond.
So you don't have any money at all?
No, all my belongings, I got pulled over by Auburn Hills and they keep all my belongings over there. But the cop actually told me that he was going to put my wallet back in my truck. And so my truck is in an impound. I don't even know if I can get my truck out today.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I was just going back through the register of actions and it does not appear that you had any other prior failures to appear. Again, I don't see any other pending criminal matters or any other failure to appear history other than this warrant. Here's what I'll do. I'll order bond in the amount of $1,390 personal recognizance, but I'm making it a condition that you have to pay the full amount by Wednesday. And if you fail to do that, a bench warrant will be issued for your arrest again.
That's fair. I like that. Yes, sir.
All right, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt here. So your other bond conditions include the following. You will personally appear for any and all future court proceedings. You will not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. You will immediately notify the court in writing of any change to your address or telephone number. Did I hear, is that still a valid address or no?
Your Honor, I only gave that an address because I was kicked out of my house due to the domestic violence.
Your Honor, he gave a current address of 48326.
Okay. All right, I've updated that. And then what I'm going to do today is the 16th. Tell you what, I'll give you till Friday, until the 21st. If you fail to pay the full balance of the fines and costs by June 21st, a bench warrant will be issued for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Mr. Andrasik, that's all for today. Make sure you get this paid by Friday so you can get this behind you. Okay?
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you. Same to
Good
you.
luck, sir.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.